Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who may or may not already know, my name is Alex, aka Yellowberry.
I'm like, damn, you so fine, girl, what is your sign? She say I'm a Sagittarius, I'm a Capricorn, the beginning and end. I got a friend for your friend, hey, I'm making all of this money to spend. Deal stores buying.
Hey, I don't bite. If you see me scratching like a crackhead, it's literally because we're outside getting eaten alive by these mosquitoes. But anyway, as you can see by the title of this video, and as I promised you from my last video, my natural labor and delivery vlog, Caleb and I are here and gonna tell you verbatim what really went down on that day. But if you have not checked out that vlog, make sure that you check it out. I'll link it up above as well as down below. So let's get into it. So as y'all know, because y'all watched my labor and delivery story, my water had broken at like maybe 3:40 something, 3:30 something in the morning. And little did I know, I was actually in labor from the previous day at 6 p.m. I just thought I was having regular cramps, but I guess it was mild contractions. And ironically, that same night I went to bed super early because of those cramps. My body was just so overwhelmed by the, I don't want to say pain because pain sounds so painful, but my body was just so overwhelmed by those cramps that I was actually forced to sleep. So I went to sleep maybe around like 10 and I woke up around like 1 a.m. And from 1 a.m. until my water broke, I could not fall asleep. And in hindsight, I realized it's because I was in labor that whole time. So thank God my body put me to sleep, because I would have been up for like more than 24 hours trying to give birth naturally, and that would not have been fun. So once that happened, I contacted my labor crew, which is basically both mine and Caleb's family, and I told my water broke. I was in the house with my parents, but I didn't wake them up because I figured that my labor would actually last maybe like 12 to 72 hours because it is our first pregnancy, well, my first pregnancy, and they always say like the baby's not gonna come for a very long time when it's your first kid. So I called Caleb, who did not answer on the first call, and I finally got through to him. So he hauled butt to my house. So by the time he got to my house, say it's like 30 minutes later, I was fine, guys. Like, I was super fine, cracking jokes. Caleb was making me breakfast. We in the fridge trying to figure out what we about to whip up real quick. Mind you, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I did not want to have no dinner for breakfast, because that's all that's ever in my house is dinner. So we decided, let's make me some eggs. So from the time that Caleb is making me eggs, like, guys, the pain just intensified. My parents woke up. My father, my mom is like at the table ice grilling us, asking us like 50 million different questions, like, how are the contractions? Are you okay? When you guys gonna go to the birthing center? Did you call this person? Did you call that person? But me and Caleb was just mad cool, and at that point I'm mad cool about everything because I was not in that much pain. It just felt like regular period cramps. So then, right, this is when things start getting crazy. By the time the eggs finished boiling, Caleb had already downloaded this app that was timing my contractions, how far apart they are, and how long they are. So within that 20 minute span of boiling my eggs and downloading this app, the app alerted Caleb to take me to the hospital about 3 to 5 times. It told him to take me to the hospital.
How? Where the 4 go?
3 to 5.
It was 3 times.
Whatever. It alerted him to take me to the hospital. I didn't know this because he was on contraction management. I was just, you know, eating up the pain.
Going through the motion. Yeah,
like I really, like in hindsight, I realized how much I was underestimating the pain I was in. And then I'm trying to, so in between, guys, let me tell you about contractions. They're like the craziest thing. When you're going through a contraction, it's so like you really feel like, I don't want to say you feel like your world is going to end, but like you're in just so much pain. But when that contraction is done, you literally feel like nothing happened. So like I'll be in the middle of a contraction, I'll be like, everybody be quiet, like I can't hear nothing right now. The contraction will be, yeah, don't talk. Yeah, don't do nothing. And then literally as soon as the contraction is over, I'm like, all right, y'all, so what we talking about? Like, it's just that crazy. So in between my contractions, I'm trying to eat my eggs because this is literally about to be the only meal that I can eat, because I already see where this is headed. So as my contractions are progressing, first of all, let me add, before one contraction can even end, another contraction would start. So I remember there was a time where like I was having 3 contractions.
No, this one on you. On your leg.
I remember
oh, it's up here now.
I remember there was a time I was having 3 contractions at once, guys. Like, literally, Caleb, like, it's done now. Can I press stop button? I'm like, like, it hurts, guys. It just feels like period cramps, in my opinion. That's what it feels like. So now, my niece comes home. I don't know where the heck she was coming from on a Wednesday, Thursday morning night. And she was helping us gather things together. She was actually a very big help. If you have me on Instagram, I did shout her out, as well as my doula, because if it wasn't for those two, I mean, Caleb did also get footage as well of my labor, but if it was not for those two, y'all will not have a labor and delivery vlog. When I tell y'all, recording was the furthest thing from my mind, and y'all already know, I was already skeptical about recording, so once some contractions hit, I was like, they ain't getting nothing. So luckily, my doula and Brittany recorded, so shout outs to y'all. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, I'm trying to eat my eggs now. The pain is becoming kind of excruciating, so I kind of start feeling nauseous as I'm trying to like shove the eggs in the tea, and Caleb made me beet juice, so that was about to make me throw up. That was gonna make me throw up. So whatever. So as my niece as my niece is like helping us pack our stuff or whatever, Caleb went downstairs, he got the car, pulled up, and he put the bags in the car, and he came back upstairs to get me. And then, guys, like, from that point on, my contractions were just becoming more and more and more intense. And it's just so crazy because everything I just told y'all literally happened in a matter of an hour and a half. From 3:30 to about like 5. That's when all of this is transpiring. We got to the birthing center at around 6. It was 6:09. Rather than timestamp. It was 6:09 a.m. So things really progressed for me.
So, I'm at my bro crib. Shout out to Steve. Got us a crib. But nah. So I got the call. What is it, like 4:30?
Nah, it was like 3:40 something.
I mean 3:30. 3:40 something. And I didn't answer all 6 calls because I was sleeping. So yeah, I got the call. She actually called my friend after. Then she told my cousin woke me up. So I hopped out. I ran out the house. Forgot my stuff in the house. Had to run back in the house. Then yeah, I mean, going 80 on the belt.
Oh, that's how you got to my house so fast.
I got to my house first, so I don't even know. Whatever. So yeah, I mean, then you was talking, playing, laughing, joking, and out of nowhere you in pain, like in a second.
Literally, y'all, literally. So now, y'all, we get to the car, and my niece is like spreading out the chucks. Now I finally realized why they said to get me chucks, because if y'all did watch my what I packed in my birthing bag video, my birthing center asked for us to bring chucks. I didn't understand why, but I understood. So if you guys don't already know, your bloody show. So basically when you're in labor, you have like something that's called a bloody show, and it's basically just when like your water breaks and like all that fluid just comes out of you, and it's tinged blood also included in it. So y'all, I was in that. Every contraction, it was squirting out. It might be TMI, but it was squirting out. And actually, when I did get out the car, no, when I left my kitchen table, I left like a little puddle. Hope my mama cleaned that up. So yeah, Brittany had to spread down the chucks in my car for me. She was such a big help. Thanks so much, Britt. And then Caleb drove off. Guys, this is not like the movies, alright? You know how the guy be driving mad fast and it's just like, oh my gosh, hurry up! No, I wanted Caleb to drive like a turtle. So behind my house is like a lot of speed bumps. Guys, I had to tell Caleb to get off this road. I was going to murder him. Every speed bump, I felt it. I felt like it was even bringing contractions on. I'm like, babe, like please, please, please just turn. So you had to turn, and maybe we had to take a little detour. And then, yeah, Caleb had us listening to music. I'm like, you have to turn this shit off. Like, he was talking. I'm like, shh. Yes, you had on church music black, and I was, you know, I was here for the church music.
Put it on myself, or was it just like?
No, I think it was just on because of the time of the morning. It was at this point now. It's like 5 something, almost 6. But like, guys, like usually when I'm in pain, I usually close my eyes. And I don't really want to be touched or hear anything. But as my contractions started to become more and more intense, y'all, I did not want to hear anything. Caleb asked me to put on a YouTube video. I had to shut the YouTube video off. The sun is starting to rise.
What YouTube video I told you to put on?
Mine, so we could do the you wanted to not practice, but you wanted to see the methods that the doula taught us.
Oh yeah.
Guys, I was like,
Ain't even need it.
Yeah, we didn't even, and that's another crazy part too. Or everything that our doula taught us, like as far as comfort measures, out the window. And it was only out the window because my labor progressed so fast. So fast. And I swear, if Caleb touched me, I would cut his hands off. Like, that's, yes.
Cap.
Well, when I got the strength to do it, I would cut his hands off.
No. You told me not to rub, but you didn't mind me touching. You reached for my hand every time.
Yeah, that's because I wanted to touch you. I didn't want you touching me. It's
the
different.
same thing. If you touch me in my hand, then we're touching each other.
Anyway, no, it's different.
Comment below.
Even when my doula came, because she kind of like missed the first 10 minutes of us being at the birthing center.
Yeah, she got there quick. Shout out to
yeah, she really got there really fast. And yeah, like she came and rubbed my back. I'm like, no, don't touch my back. Of course, I didn't say it with so much emphasis because I had no energy, but I'm like, no. She's like, okay, sorry. Yeah, so we driving in the car, right? Literally, y'all, I think we were holding hands the whole time, right?
Yeah, you was holding my hand.
No, you was holding my hand.
See, it's the same thing.
We were holding hands the entire time on the way to the birthing center. Like, he's driving. I think I even had my head on his shoulder like this. The entire time to the birthing center, guys. So we got to the birthing center. We get to the birthing center. So Caleb has like, first of all, we had mad bags. We had his birthing bag, my birthing bag, and we had an extra bag.
That Brittany packed.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah, but it was some crackers. I don't know what happened to the crackers.
Yeah, we lost our crackers. We don't know what happened.
Nobody ate it, but we never left with it. What else? There had to be more.
It felt like more, but I think I was the extra baggage because like you had to hold me up. So Caleb had, from what I can remember, I feel like Caleb had a bag on one shoulder, another bag around his neck, another bag on the other shoulder.
Camera. I had the camera around my neck going
the camera.
I had your bag. I had my bag going in the front, and I was holding another bag in my elbow.
Forearm, whatever that's called.
And you.
Yeah, and he had held me. Caleb was like, first of all, were you lit?
A little bit.
I can tell he was so lit.
Wow.
Yeah, your eyes.
It was 4 o'clock in the morning.
No, babe, how many times have we slept together? I know what you look like at 4 o'clock in the morning.
This morning my eyes was red.
Y'all know what somebody looks like when they're lit, okay? Caleb looked lit. It wasn't, I'm not saying it was a bad thing,
Wait, I was sleeping.
Babe, we were together for 2 hours and your eyes were still red and Caleb would be stuck. Like, there would be little moments where Caleb would be kind of stuck. Like, oh, baby.
I don't stink.
He's a cornball. Anyway, Caleb was a
No,
little lit. Lucky for him, okay? Because I wish I was a little lit because I was feeling every single piece of pain there was. So yeah, we get to the birthing center.
Don't drink and be pregnant.
I'm just kidding.
I know, but I just have to feel like I feel like I have to tell them.
Put that disclaimer out there.
Yeah.
So now we get to the birthing center. As soon as we step foot in there, Jessica was my midwife. She walks up to us and I have a contraction, so I'm like holding onto the wall. And then Caleb is like handling everything for me, like telling her everything and stuff like that. Aww. He's so nice. He was telling her like everything. So then they took me to the first room, and basically that room is where they monitor the baby's heartbeat, monitor my contractions, my oxygen, and all that other stuff that they do. For those of you who do not know, like a birthing center, they still do things like in a hospital, but not so hospital-y, if that makes sense. So basically they had put like some band around my stomach to monitor the contractions. They put another band to monitor the baby's heart rate. They took my pulse ox, X, Y, and Z.
They took vitals and whatnot.
Vitals and all that stuff. And even the midwife guys, I had to tell her to stop touching me. Like in the middle of a contraction, she wants to touch my stomach. I'm like, no, please, no.
Which is out of order. Like, how the hell you tell a lady helping you, don't touch me?
It was the contractions. It wasn't me. I'm sweet other than that. And then there was also a time, so then she had to check me vaginally with her hand. And that, I almost lost my mind. So, guys, if I did not tell y'all, I was 1 centimeter I actually had a doctor's appointment the day before I went into labor, and I was 1 centimeter dilated. So from there, they told us you could either give birth the day after, or you could give birth in 2 weeks. Who knows? So that was so discouraging. Guys, she put her hands in my vagina, and literally I was 8 centimeters dilated. Was that even 24 hours later? That was not even 24 hours later from my doctor's appointment.
I think it was 12 to 16.
Yeah.
See how you be skipping numbers? I could skip numbers too.
12 to 16 hours after my doctor's appointment, I was 8 centimeters dilated. I was like, what the heck? So I'm like, I'm gonna have a baby today. She's like, yes. I'm like, okay, this is fun. Then at this point, Caleb could tell you everything. That's when Stacy came in. Stacy's my doula. I always slip and say her name, but Stacy's my doula, very great doula. If y'all need her, hit me up. I'll slide y'all her info.
Man, you can't just put her IG in the description.
I can. I'll ask her first, but I think I can. So yeah.
If it's there, it's because she said yes. If not, you know what happened.
So Caleb could take it over from here.
So we get there. I remember you was having a contraction laying on the bed. I was trying to touch you. Don't touch me, don't touch me.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that? Oh, we got it on camera. Unless you deleted it. We got that on camera. And it was as soon as I put the camera up too, I'm like, damn, son, you're making me look bad on the camera. But whatever. And I decided, well, we decided you want me to cuddle with you.
Babe, you skipping, I think.
How? No, I'm not skipping. You tried to touch. I was trying to touch you.
What are you talking about? Wait, in the room or the?
In the room. When we was...
The birthing room or the other room?
Yeah, in the birthing room.
Oh, okay. We up to the birthing room now.
Oh, I was supposed to say that?
Yeah, because I was still in the pulse ox room. Vital room.
Alright, I thought it was my turn, so I moved on. So yeah, I'm trying to cuddle. That's the last thing I remember. I woke up and you was walking in the tub.
Caleb fell asleep while I was contracting, guys.
I was drinking wine.
No, he was not. I told y'all he was lit. But he fell asleep for like 5 minutes. No, it was like
20.
It was like 20 minutes. But honestly, I did not care because I was in so much pain. And literally, anytime I have a contraction, even if I move a little bit, it would blow mine. Like.
So how long would I have been asleep for you to care?
Like if things are progressing and you're not aware.
How long?
I don't know, babe. I don't know.
I wake up and I have to change to get in the nasty pool. I'll tell you why it's nasty.
So anyway, basically the time that Caleb fell asleep, I went through like maybe 3 contractions, and then the midwife had asked me to get up and go use the bathroom. So that's why I didn't really care that Caleb was sleeping, and I knew he was tired, so I just figured like I'd rather him get some rest now so that later on I can get some rest.
Wait, when you use the bathroom, because I still don't know.
That's when literally when you woke up and you saw me over there.
Question. Let me ask you a question. You see? You went to pee or you felt like pooping?
No, they told me to go pee.
Okay.
Yeah, they said I can't go inside the birthing tub unless I pee. I'm like, I don't have to use the bathroom, so whatever.
Because I know if you feel like pooping, that's the baby. Don't do it.
Anyway, I had to go use the bathroom. So basically, once I finally got up and went to use the bathroom and used the bathroom, that's when Caleb woke up. So that's why I was like, I don't really care if he fell asleep. So now I'm getting in the tub, and yeah, this is where Caleb could take it over.
So yeah, now I get in the tub, and as I step foot in the tub, I see a lot of things going on in this tub that had nothing to do with a baby. It was a lot of turds. Mad little pieces of poop. Can you hold it? So yeah, what was that?
Pieces of turd.
So there's mad little pieces of doodle everywhere, like everywhere. And they had a little thing you scoop out the little goldfish with. Yeah, it was. We had to use that to scoop out little pieces, and it's like, damn, I want to show them. Should I?
Show them what?
How you was acting.
Oh yeah, you can.
She'd be like this. And then it just be a little one flying out her butt, and I'm sitting there with these doodles. I'm using my foot trying to. Can they see my foot?
No, babe.
I'm trying.
You can see what they can see.
Huh?
You can see. What
I can't see them. I got blurred vision.
Anyway.
I'm drunk.
I did not know that I heard that when you give birth that you poop, but I thought it was like one poop, like one big poop. I didn't know you poop throughout your entire time of birth.
Because I've never seen that before. And I've delivered 2 babies, and I've never seen one big poop. I didn't see little poops either. Like,
it could probably be because I also ate.
You never doodled your whole pregnancy.
And it's so crazy
That's what it looked like.
because like the last 2 weeks of being pregnant, I got so constipated. So I'm thinking like maybe it was like my body like kind of storing the poop so that I wouldn't be straining nothing when I actually go through labor. Do you think that makes sense?
It sounds good.
Because honestly, I could have left out of there with a hemorrhoid. Like guys, for an hour and a half I was pushing and pooping, and I literally felt all the pressure in my butt, and it felt good to release. You understand what I'm saying? It felt good to release. So I'm glad I had some stored poop in there, because I could have been pooping out my rectum.
Okay.
And getting hemorrhoids.
I swear I seen a hemorrhoid, but that's another story. You can edit that.
But the doctor checked my butt and she said I don't have no hemorrhoids.
Yeah, a day after.
But hemorrhoids don't go away. Comment
Yes,
down
they do go away.
that they're still up in your butt.
Huh?
Comment down below if I'm right. Hemorrhoids, they come out when they're active, I guess. But I think at the other time they stay in your butt. That's why she
3%.
checked my butt.
You got the camera, the other battery?
Yeah, battery. But yeah, so
Alright.
pretty much that was it. That was basically it. So I was just in the tub for an hour and a half pushing. I would switch positions, which would blow mine, because it's like your body gets so comfortable in a certain position, and they were like, oh well, you should turn around.
That was the annoying part for me, because then when you change the position, she would ask me to go to the other side, but I didn't fan all the doodle to that side. Like, what's going on?
Anyway,
Things I do for love.
You do.
Don't touch me.
Caleb was cleaning my blood out the tub. He's amazing. Everybody said you're amazing in my other video.
Who said that?
Everybody.
What
Look in the
video is
comments. The labor and delivery video.
And they saw me cleaning blood?
No, they say that you were like very supportive of me, and like somebody was like, this is how you were supposed to support a woman when she's in labor. Guys, take notes.
Hey, on this video, comment how she's supposed to support me.
Alright, so the camera has shut off. Caleb was up to the part with my turds.
I was?
Yeah, you said they
Oh
came
yeah,
out.
I forgot to tell them I was scooping it out. But some of them, like once you hit it with the
Fish catcher.
once you hit it, it just break up into mad little pieces and just. So the tub was kind of black, if you couldn't tell.
The tub was not black.
It was dirty though. It was dirty as hell.
It was.
And then it's turned bloody.
First of all, I told y'all my eyes were closed the entire time. So when Gianna came out, literally, that's the first time I opened my eyes.
I said, get her out.
Yeah, I heard me screaming. I literally looked in the tub. I'm like, why is it so dark in here? The whole tub was full of blood, and Caleb was just standing in it. That is love.
Half of it was doodle.
A quarter of it was doodle. It wasn't even that much doodle.
Says who? Your eyes was closed. You would never know.
Like, oh, the Ring of Fire. So the part of the video where y'all hear me screaming, get her out of me, literally, guys, if you have not heard what the Ring of Fire is, it's basically when the baby's head starts to crown in the vagina. So like basically your little vagina is stretching to about 10 cent, well, however big the baby's head is, and it literally feels like somebody rubbed gasoline around my entire vagina and lit a fire. It burns, like a piercing burn, not even like a nice little, oh, I'm getting burned by a hot water burn. I'm talking about like a piercing burn. And her head was not even an issue, because
It was the shoulders.
it's the it's like once you feel the Ring of Fire, that's the head, and you feel like, okay, once I get this part out, it's gonna be done. No, that was not the case. I still had to push out the rest of her body. So that's when the midwife is like, okay.
Oh, look at her head. She thought she was helping.
Yeah, she's like, oh, you can see her head. You can see her head. Touch it, or whatever she's saying. I'm like, I don't want to. Get this little girl out of me right now, please.
You kept asking, can you see her? Can you see her?
Because I was getting so discouraged at the same time. It's like I'm pushing. I feel a Ring of Fire, but there's still no baby. So I'm just like, there's a point in time where I asked the midwife, like, am I gonna give birth today? Like, is she gonna come today? She's like, yes, I'm pretty sure she's coming today. Like, she's coming soon.
I was trying to help her. Oh, yeah, you doing good.
Now, that was really helping me, because there were times, like, I really felt really, like, I couldn't do it. Like, the pain was just so crazy. And remember, I told y'all, in between contractions, you feel like you could just do so much. Well, in my case, I didn't feel like I could do so much. I felt like I can go to sleep. So, in between my contractions was probably, like, 2 minutes, and I would really try to take a power nap. Like, my body was so tired. So one thing I can say to new moms is don't really listen to other people's stories, because all that was playing in my head was when my friend told me that she ended up having to take an epidural, when she was giving birth, because like her body was just so exhausted and so tired that she had to take medicine in order to get her baby out. So that's all that was running through my mind, like, oh my gosh, like, can I do this? Like, is my body gonna be too tired? Am I too tired? So you kind of start psyching yourself out. And I had a mom reach out to me, a pregnant mom reach out to me maybe like last week, asking me about my experience. And I'm like, honestly, I don't want to tell you because I don't want you to be discouraged during birth about my, like, what I went through. Experience. Yeah. So I'm like, I want you to go through by yourself. Not by yourself, but I want you to go through your own experience, and then we can talk about, you know. Hopefully she doesn't watch this video yet. And yeah, so like every time Caleb like, babe, like, you got this, you're doing, like, it really empowered me. Like, I couldn't say it, like I couldn't vocalize it at that moment because I was in so much pain. Guys, I was in so much pain I could not even cry because like my body was literally just focused on giving birth. But yeah, so every time Caleb like, you got it, like I literally just felt like like a battery pack. Sorry. I
felt like I was just saying shit to say.
Nah, it really was like there was times when you would stop talking and I was like trying to communicate for you to tell me something, but like I literally could not speak.
I felt like nobody was saying nothing. I thought
that's what I wanted?
No, not that. I thought that was what, no disrespect to Stacy because she did a great job, but I thought that's what Stacy and the midwives were supposed to do, but I just felt like nobody was saying nothing, and I felt like you needed it.
You know why I think nobody was saying nothing? Because I was just being such a witch. Like, literally, guys, Stacy was reading, like, a paper to me that I had to sign off, and in the middle of her reading, if I'm having a contraction, I'm like, shh, 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 shh.
Yeah, you were being real nasty.
I didn't.
Not intentionally.
Yeah, it really was like, guys.
And it was for a good reason.
Yeah,
obviously you're going through something.
Believe those movies, sometimes when women, like, get really mean, it's not them, like.
Let me see. Oh, hold on.
Ow, babe, that hurt.
Nah, it's still on your.
No, it's not.
See, I got it for you.
But yeah, so.
That's for being nasty.
I was being really, like, really. But yeah, sorry, my camera cut off. But like, literally, y'all, I was just being such a witch. I feel so bad. But I was in pain, like Caleb said. And yeah, so that's why I feel like nobody was really saying anything to me, because I wanted peace and quiet. I wanted the lights off. They even had a rag over my face. Caleb moved it, and I wanted to bite his head off.
I never moved it.
You did. When I was
it fell off, and I was putting it back, and I asked you want it back? Yes.
No, it was falling off, and then Caleb picked it up, and I was like, what are you doing? Like, I didn't complain about that. Leave it on my face. That's what happened. It didn't fall off. Because you wouldn't have put the bloody rag on my face. Anyway, it's neither here or there. That is our labor and delivery story. I gave birth at 9:16 a.m. We laid down in the bed for a little while. Bonded with Gianna. We both did skin to skin with her. I breastfed her. FaceTimed everyone.
Everybody.
Answered everybody's missed calls and missed text messages. Caleb washed up. I washed up.
Cry.
I didn't cry.
She's lying.
I didn't cry. I didn't cry. I cried for the first time when Gianna made a week last week. I just couldn't believe, like, dang, a week ago today, like, I did the most incredible thing ever.
If you think you're not gonna cry, you're lying.
Who, me?
As a man.
Oh.
As a man.
I just feel like I was going through too much to think about crying, to be honest.
I cried a couple times.
Aw.
Yeah, when I first seen her head, I started tearing up, but I had to turn around because your doula was looking at me. I had to turn around, I had to turn back, say some stupid shit to, you know?
Clear yourself.
Cover, you know what I'm saying?
And
she thought my nose was running because it was just running, but
no, I see something drip on the bed. We in the bed now.
That time, I swear that time was not taken.
No, we were in the bed, right? So now this is like 3 hours after 2 hours after I gave birth. I'm seeing something running and dripping on the baby.
Where you saw it running? Where you saw it running?
I seen it run, like I seen it mid-air and drip on the baby.
Exactly, you seen it come from here.
Guys,
it wasn't tears. I was really snot because my nose was cleared up.
I am so concerned. I'm like, what is going on? Are you okay? This nigga was still crying.
You're lying.
Babe, it's okay.
I know it's okay. I told him I cried multiple times. But that was not tears. I'm telling you, that was random snot.
His eyes were still, babe, snot that watery that is hitting the child.
Yo, you ain't never had snot drip out your nose?
And he's not sick? Nor has allergies?
Listen, it came right here, look, right here, like this.
Babe, I have the baby in my hand.
I know, so stop fighting.
Stop.
Fighting.
But yeah, so then we were out of there by 2 p.m. literally. And that was our labor and delivery story. It was really a dope experience.
I'm about to cry again.
I loved it. That was really my dream birth. And not to get so sentimental on y'all, but I always felt like having a birth like this would be like very expensive, or like this is like something only like the rich and famous can do. And like to see that actually, do you feel like that too?
No.
Oh.
I mean, my whole life I always said, because you know how I always went the natural route kind of with everything I did. So.
But
I was telling my sister that. My sister was telling me, "Oh, you feel like I was meant to be because you decided you want to have a natural birth," and I always said that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm just happy it just worked out exactly how I planned it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Not the, I mean, of course, the intricate details wasn't exactly how we planned it, because you can't plan everything
to the T. But
yeah. But like it was really my dream birth, and I always thought like, as again, the rich and famous can only do stuff like this and have like the prestigious doctors come to their house and do this, and
so you have this beautiful baby.
It feels really good.
Matter of fact, let me see. Let me show the people. Back, hey, you smiling? You know what's going on. Yeah.
Anyway, it's really my dream birth. I did it in the water at that time. Even up until the day that
I always said a water birth too. That's the crazy part.
I always said a water birth too, but
when I woke up and I saw you going in the water, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't think nothing because I was tired. But I didn't think anything.
Oh, well, asshole. Anyway, even the water part, like, till this day, I'm still shocked. Like, I really made it to the water. There's a point in time when I was, like, birthing. Well, in between my contractions, I'm like, I cannot make it to that water. I'm not moving. I have to birth in this bed. But, like, everything literally, there's nothing about that day I would change.
No, this pregnancy couldn't be more perfect. No complications other than Alex, your iron being a little low. I don't know if you ever told him that.
I don't know if I did. I might have mentioned it. My iron was low, but it wasn't even like tremendously low.
It's nothing.
Yeah, it was just low for the birthing center.
Ain't nothing a little sea moss can't help.
Yeah, we made sea moss and stuff. Double. Look at my mosquito bites.
Yeah.
They tear me up. But yeah, so
I'll see you up too.
Anyway, that'll be it. I mentioned like a crackhead. We gotta bring this baby inside before they get to her. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Make sure that y'all tune into that labor and delivery vlog. And give this video a big thumbs up. Hit that like button. Make sure you comment. Make sure you are subscribed. And I will see you in the next one.
Bow!
Bye.